I saw you do an interview in 2016, and you had some choice words for President Trump.
I think it was in 2012, like the Republican Party lost the female vote by 12 points. That's a huge number. Mm-hmm. And with as misogynistic as Trump is and so vocal about it, right, that's a huge chunk of it. You're not.
Are there things you're dying to say or do right now that you feel like you can't?
No. I just make a choice of what matters to me and what's important to me. And Mary Wilmore show.
Yes.
I was so excited to have that. I was so excited to be able to say, or that felt necessary to say, then I would say it. But that's not where I'm at right now. And I don't think I haven't said anything since 2016. That was well before I met my husband too.
You know, this lady's expression sums up pretty much what she feels for her. I mean, I always say you can read the eyes. That's where you can really read a person really well. And if you see her eyes, she's kind of like very sus about Meghan. She's always like really like, do I believe this woman? They have this look. And I came across this really cute post before I get into this video on X, which was really accurate. If you see this post, right? This was posted by Anna Rojas. Every interviewer that she has interviewed has had a questionable expression, a question mark, literally. The eyes, it's especially the eyes, even Oprah's eyes. They all were like, do I really believe this one? It's almost like that. Yeah. And that summarizes how everybody feels right now about these interviews, right? Okay. So let's get back to so 1 minute. You do not, she's very cautious. This is the first time, if you notice, she is mum. She is completely quiet. She's like, so what you were very vocal about politics in your interview, in the earlier interview in those days, 2000, whatever that was, 13, 14, whatever. The interview is like, Emily is like, how come? And her entire response, the one that loves to babble, by the way, this is a babbling queen, it's my voice. She talks about losing her voice. And then suddenly in this particular question, no, I have nothing to say. I don't need to say anything. If I really want to, I will. But there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. And there are all those reports going on that there's a big question mark about Prince Harry's status or his, legal status or whatever status he's on. And I remember, if I remember that the entire thing was that Trump was like, yeah, I'm going to just leave it. He has enough problems. I'm not going to get into that.
On his visa form. Doesn't the truth need to come out?
We'll have
should he get special privileges that nobody else does?
No, and we'll have to see. And if he lied, he'll have to take appropriate action.
Appropriate action?
Yeah.
Which might mean not staying.
You would have thought they would have known this a long time ago.
You would.
But I thought they were very disrespectful to the family, to the royal family. I'm a big fan of the concept of the royal family and the royal family. Now, I'm a little prejudiced because I thought the Queen was incredible. I mean, think of it. All those years, 75 years, she's almost never made a mistake.
Right. It's almost unbelievable.
But Harry is whipped like no person I think I've ever seen. I'm not a fan of Meghan.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. And I wasn't right from the beginning. I think poor Harry is being led around by his nose, okay?
You think he's going to win?
I do. I've been a very good predictor, as you know. Harry's going to go back on his hands and knees and say, please, ever, is that I think she should have said, if that's your choice, fine. But you no longer have titles, and frankly, don't come around. He has been so disrespectful to the country.
So it's like, I think the fact that President Trump respects King Charles a lot, and obviously Prince William and the family. I think he really respects the royal family. We know this. And she knows that. Okay. So she's being very cautious. She's like, oh my God, I better not say anything against because I've been vocal about it. I'm going to just be quiet right now. And that is somebody who now wants to be political. And this is the only time I think she played it smart. This is the only part I would say in the interview she played it smart, because I have always said this, celebrities, when you get into politics, it's going to be your downfall. It happened with Taylor. As much as I love Taylor, she got political and it doesn't really work. I believe that. So this one, in this particular question, this is the only part she was smart.